Hi guys, it's me, Epiphany T. I know I've missed you guys so much. So, had to take some time off to prepare for the birth of my daughter. She's here now. It's been less than a month, and I am going to be making some adjustments to my page. I wanted you guys to know I'm still going to be doing reviews, but I'm going to change the name of the page to Divinity's Mom because I'm going to do a lot of blogging about my first year as a mom, okay? So, I'm going to review some baby products, some products for you guys as well, but we're going to talk a lot about babies on this page from this point on. So, sit back, tune in. If you still subscribe, please continue to stay subscribed. But if you have not, hit the button, like, subscribe to my page. I'm going to start off this year with giving you some information. All right. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about IUGR. I was diagnosed with IUGR on the 24th week of pregnancy. So what does that mean? It means intrauterine growth retardation. They should say restriction because that's really what it is. It means that your baby is growing slowly or developing slowly or smaller than the size they should be for their gestational age. If your baby is born full term and your child is less than 5 pounds, 8 ounces, they're still going to diagnose your child with IUGR. Pretty much it means that your child is smaller than they should be. And the birth weight of a child is a good indicator of survival. So the issue that they have is if the baby is developing slowly, they're saying that there's a chance that she might not make it through the home stretch of labor and delivery, which, oh my God, it was so much, okay? We'll talk about that in another video. So, because birth weight is a good indicator of how your baby will be able to fight off infections, their lung functioning, their ability to regulate their body temperature. So they are all concerned about, your baby's weight. Unless your baby is a preemie, they want your baby to be over 5 pounds and 8 ounces, okay? My baby was born, let me start this with telling you guys right now, she was born at 6 pounds and 10 ounces. So I got her out of the IUGR category, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of education at the end for how to do that. Because if you're like me, when you got the diagnosis, you went searching for information, you had never ever heard of IUGR, you never heard anybody talk about IUGR, and you were just trying to figure out what is this that I have and how can I save my baby, okay? So for me, at 24 weeks, they diagnosed me with IUGR. That meant that I was having to go to the doctors every 2 to 3 times a week. What happens during these 2 to 3 times a week appointments is that they're going to do a biophysical, which is pretty much just an ultrasound for your baby. They're going to measure your baby. They're going to look and see how your baby's developing. And then they're going to do non-stress tests. So non-stress tests is pretty much seeing how your baby holds up preparing for labor and delivery, because that's a concern that your baby's not going to make it through labor and delivery. So I had to go to the doctor's office 2 to 3 times a week and have these non-stress tests and these biophysical. When you ask them about IUGR, the only thing that they really tell you is that it typically affects people who are smokers, people who drank during pregnancy, people who suffer from hypertension, had some type of infections during their pregnancy, chromosomal abnormalities like Down syndrome, or if you were taking medications that cause low birth weight. And sorry for the camera shaking. The dog is messing with the camera, guys. Or if you are a mom that's small. So if you're less than 5 feet tall and you weigh less than 110 pounds, then they tell you that your baby may have IUGR because you're small. None of these things fit me, okay? I didn't fall into any of these categories, so I was completely confused as to why I was diagnosed with IUGR. At 24 weeks, my baby was measuring at the weight of 20 weeks, okay? Her size was just that low in development. So, let me tell you guys real quick, if you're African American, and you're tuning into this channel, one of the things that they might not tell you is that if you have sickle cell trait or sickle cell disease, your baby stands a higher chance of suffering from IUGR. The reason being is that your blood cells aren't circular like they should be. And your blood cells is how you're going to carry nutrition from you to the baby. So if you have sickle cell trait, you have circular blood cells and you have sickle cell blood cells. So because you have 50-50, you're only carrying 50% of the nutrition you should be carrying to your baby. If you have sickle cell disease, you have more sickle-shaped blood cells than you have circular ones. So again, you may struggle with carrying the nutrition from your red blood cells to the baby. So with that being said, the doctors are not going to tell you that. They're not going to educate you like they should. They're just going to follow you to see if the baby grows, like a wait and see type thing, instead of saying, hey, this is how you can fix the problem. Now, I don't want you guys to think that I have a permanent fix. Not a doctor. Disclosure, not a doctor. But with that being said, considering the fact that your red blood cells carry nutrition from you to the baby, an easy fix for helping your baby get out of the IUGR category is to increase circulation, which light exercise. Doctors are going to tell you that. They're also going to tell you have a good diet, because maternal nutrition is a good indicator in getting your baby out of IUGR. I eat well. I eat lots of salads. I eat the spectrum of colors of food. So my nutrition was good and my baby still was IUGR, okay? So with that being said, one of the things that I did was get some liquid nutrition into my system. A lot of people do liquid vitamins and things these days because, again, it gets into your bloodstream faster. It gets to your blood cells faster than it would if you were to take pills. Same thing with liquid nutrition. So what I swapped to was protein shakes, okay? And I got my baby out of the IUGR category. What I started taking was Ensure Premier Protein. 2 of them a day in addition to my regular meals. Regular Ensure is 220 calories, 9 grams of protein, and 27 vitamins and minerals. So I swapped from regular Ensure really quickly to Ensure Max. Ensure Max has 30 grams of protein. It's only 150 calories. It's only 2 grams of sugar, and it has the same 27 vitamins and minerals, okay? I also would use Premier Protein. It's kind of like whatever flavor you like the best. Premier Protein was 30 grams of protein, 160 calories, 1 gram of sugar, and 24 vitamins and minerals. So pretty much like anything else liquid, the vitamins and minerals get into your red bloodstreams a lot faster. You don't have to break it down the same way you would if you're trying to get these from you eating salads and spinach and vegetables and things like that. The vitamins, the minerals, they're in liquid form. They get into your bloodstream faster, and therefore they get into the baby's bloodstream faster. So I swapped to taking 2 additional protein drinks a day, in addition to my prenatal vitamins, in addition to eating a healthy diet. And boom, bam, I got my baby out of IUGR. Okay? So this is my suggestion that the doctors are not going to tell you. Now, if you're overweight, you may not want to bump up the weight, but moms who are pregnant, you're going to gain weight. That's the expectation. If you have a moderately healthy diet, there's not but so many salads and vegetables you can eat to get your baby out of IUGR. There's just not. Liquid vitamins were the way to go. And this was an awesome source of liquid vitamins, of liquid protein. You gain weight, your baby gains weight. So I will tell you, at the time that I was diagnosed with IUGR, I had probably only gained maybe 10, 12 pounds in my pregnancy. By me taking the 2 protein drinks a day, I did gain weight. I gained about 20 pounds. From 24 weeks up until my baby was born, which was at 39 weeks. At that time, I had gained about 22, additional pounds. But my baby gained weight too. Previously, my baby was measuring at about 3 to 4 pounds. She was born healthy, 6 pounds, 8 ounces. So I'm telling you guys, as long as you don't have any issues with gestational diabetes, shouldn't have a problem with being able to take 2 protein drinks a day. It helped me. I got out of the category of IUGR. This is the tip that the doctors are not going to tell you. By all means, ask your doctor before you start anything new while you're pregnant. But it's a protein shake. It's the same thing they give people in the hospital to get them to gain weight. And I was successful with just doing this. There's no treatment for IUGR. The only other thing that they may do is give you steroids. And the purpose of the steroids are to make you gain weight and bulk up. It also will help with the lung development because it may strengthen the baby's lungs. So I will say the protein shakes aren't going to strengthen the baby's lungs. But if the baby gets stronger, the baby gets bigger, her lungs get stronger. In addition to that, her lungs get bigger, as did my baby. So you might want to look into it for any moms that are out there that have been diagnosed with IUGR. give it a try. Like, share, subscribe, and comment below and tell me, any moms, if this helped you. If you were searching for information, if you tried it and it bumped up your weight so your baby was healthy during pregnancy. I'd love to hear from you guys. Please stay tuned to my channel. I'm going to review all the baby products that I loved during this process, and I'll show you guys my baby, okay? Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.